Hey everyone, welcome to Boston Construction Tours number 5. And I'm now standing on top of the stairs that I was standing next to at the end of the last video. I'll link that right here. We can now see the demolition of the North Washington Street Bridge and the construction of this new temporary bridge. We're gonna head into the north end. As I said earlier in the last video, I lived there for 15 years, so I know a lot about it, and I know a bunch of secrets that I'm gonna share in this video. A bunch of little cool little history things and other stuff. So it's that way, or that way. So let's go. So this is the new Elliot School. They just finished rehabbing this building. It was pretty ugly before. I'll show you a picture of what it used to look like. And across the street is the Brinks garage. And this building has a lot of history to it as well. But let's keep going. So they're redesigning and rebuilding Pipalo Park. Is gonna have baseball fields, playgrounds, a new ocean walk along here. I'll show that in a second. This is a pretty big construction project. I don't know how many millions of dollars this is, but it's a lot. It was well needed. We got new lights. Let's go over here and I'll show you some more. So this is what's left of the North Washington Street Bridge. There's still a little bit of remnants happening over there with the turntable. They're slowly dismantling that. They're taking off the decking over here. We started this video right over there. And all this work is being done on barges. I can show you a quick time lapse of some more of that demolition in this video. And you can see the giant crane. It's lifting the giant beams off of the bridge to be chopped up. And off to our right, you can see that ocean decking that they're putting in here, which is really cool. This will all be decked with wood, I'm pretty sure. And it gives a lot of room for recreation. Looking forward to seeing how this turns out. Let's head around that side, on the other side, and see some more views. So this will be all synthetic turf. And it's all finished. And they're dumping the stone that they put the turf on. And they're still moving around the dirt. And there's a big pool that's over there that they're not doing anything to. But this will be pretty cool when it's all done. Here's the project description board, or the plan. So they have 2 ball fields, a 3rd ball field, baseball. And then I think it's a full-size soccer field. And basketball court. And 6 bocce courts. And then over where we were before, there's a playground. And then the walkway that goes all the way across and goes out. It's gonna be great when it's done. Let's keep going. So they recently put in this bike trail, this separated bike path on Commercial Street a few years ago. And I think this is great. Boston needs more of this stuff. I used to drive those buses for a year. That was a fun job. Sorry for the wind noise. So here we are on the far end of the baseball fields. And this is coming along. They're putting in the concrete pads for the walkway. Slabs. Not pads, slabs. Same thing. And the pool is down there. And also wanted to show behind us is a giant blank wall. And this would be an amazing wall for a mural. Even this one here. Yeah, I could definitely do something really nice on this wall. And all these windows could still see out too, because it would be on mesh. But let me show you one idea I have right now. Yeah. Something like that. It'd be pretty great. But something like that would cost like over $100,000, I think. It's a lot of material. It's a lot of paint. It's you know, it's on the size of like Christo and Jean-Claude sort of scale art. But I'm totally capable of doing that if someone were to fund it. Anyway, let's keep going. I'll show you a really small mural I did for someone in the North End. Let's go. So here we are at my secret mural that not many people know about, and it's super hidden. You have to look through these vines that are all climbing up over this chain link fence. And down into this courtyard. And this whole wall right here is a printed photograph. I did this mural back before I used to be able to paint. And this is a stock photo that I had blown up. It's like 12 feet tall. And this mural never sees sunlight, so it'll never fade. And it's one of the first installation jobs I did of this vinyl that I now paint on and install quite a bit of. But this cost $1,000 to print, and I installed it for, I forget, for free. I can't remember. It wasn't much. It only took me an hour. But just wanted to show you that, and let's keep going. I'll show you more. This is the North Bennet Street School, or what used to be the North Bennet Street School. They moved to another part of the North End. And this is the original school building that they just recently renovated to be another part of the Elliot School. And I used to live in this building right here. And during construction or renovation, they gutted the entire thing. And I actually went inside this building when it was totally gutted, like a giant cathedral, and it was amazing. I got photos of that I'm about to show you. Check this out. Yeah, it's I like urban exploring, urbexing. So since I lived in this building here and had to deal with all the noise and stuff, the best reward I could get was to get some great photographs of the inside of this place when it was empty. There's no way to get that photograph anymore. It's now all filled with floors and everything to make it a school. But it was a pretty cool process to watch them gut the whole thing. It was all timber framed, and they took out all the wood and replaced it with concrete and steel. So this building is not really all that fire prone anymore. It'd be pretty hard to burn this building. Anyway, let's keep going. Here we are at the Old North Church. I used to live next door to it, in that apartment at the top, and for about 4 years in the one underneath it. The first 4 years were in the 4th floor, and then I moved to the 5th floor. And this is the gift shop, the side chapel of the Old North Church. This is where they hung the lanterns to signal to Paul Revere and the riders to head to Lexington and Concord to warn them that the British were marching to take away their ammunitions. So this is where the American Revolution started. It was pretty cool to live for 15 years in this building and feel that energy of revolution. So the building I lived in, Sal de Mesa grew up in as well, and it also was gutted by fire in 1981 or 1980, and it was one of the first condo buildings in the North End. That's a little history of this building. It's not built very well. The rehab they did for this was pretty cheap. They actually had some structural issues where the building started to settle soon after they finished building it, because they didn't put strong enough footings into the basement. Always made me nervous. The top floor was all bowed down, and some structural engineers recommended that this building never get a roof deck. So yeah, and I climbed 5 flights of stairs every day, more than once usually, for 15 years. I'm not sure what that is, but I think it's a few times up and down Mount Everest. And I always wanted to do some art in these blank bricked up windows. They could have at least matched the brick, you know? You see that stuff all the time. All right, let's head down the street. I'll show you another project I worked on.